What's going on YouTube? This is Wayne with Wayne's Fish World. I'm coming at you guys today with a fish, and that fish is the clown trigger. The clown trigger is one of the most beautiful triggers out there. This fish gets massive. I wouldn't put this thing in anything less than a 220. I would like to see it around a 300 gallon, at least an 8 foot long tank, because the sheer size of this fish. This fish gets a foot and 8 inches. This fish gets huge, and of course it's going to take long to get, about that big, but when you should provide the maximum amount of space for your fish, especially a fish that gets this big. These fish are aggressive, and it's one of the most aggressive triggers out there. Like other fish in saltwater, this fish actually morphs, meaning it changes as it gets older. Its colorations will vary. The patterns are going to rearrange itself, and the body shape is actually going to change as well, slightly. These fish actually come from Australia, Indonesia, Somalia, all in that India-Pacific area over there. It is a carnivore. It is a trigger. So when you put invertebrates on there, hey, anything's on the menu. I've seen rare tanks where a trigger won't bother that shrimp. It won't bother that crustacean. But then, like most triggers, if you put an invertebrate in there, it's going to be lunch for the guy. And when the guy is this big, it's not going to be a challenge. These fish are beautiful. You can actually see their teeth when they get really big. And the smaller triggers, you can actually see their teeth too, but it's not as visible because they're small. These fish do rearrange the tanks. So when you're providing decorations, you really want to be cognizant of what you're putting in the tank with this fish. Like maroon clowns, when they reach adulthood at 6 inches, they're going to rearrange. So if you have to glue the rocks down with some kind of epoxy or other methods, you're going to have to make sure your decoration cannot be moved easily. Because if the decoration is smashed, falls, it can break the glass, scratch the acrylic, or injure other fish. It's more than likely you don't have corals in there, but this fish is reef safe in rare cases, and I don't recommend it, but it could knock over corals and other, inhabitants of the tank and injure things. So guys, clown trigger is really beautiful. I wouldn't purchase one unless you have the tank bigger than my arm span that can properly house this fish. Better yet, it's left in the ocean unless you can provide for it. Comment, rate, subscribe, guys. That's the clown trigger. I'll see you guys next time. Later.